First on the list of our bug reporting heuristics is the replication. This one deals about the technical part and also on the credibility part. So if a tester says that the bug is reproducible and the programmer says it is not, he cannot reproduce the issue, the tester must reproduce the issue in the presence of the developer. That's how it should be done. But before that, as a tester, we should always provide information, even if it's not required in the form. We should always say, yes, we were able to successfully reproduce this issue. So the replicate part answers the questions. Can you reproduce the problem? What are the most important points regarding the replicate? First one is about our credibility. Never ever call a bug reproducible unless you have successfully replicated it and you can support that. This is a big deal about our credibility. This means that in some cases it is more appropriate to say not attempted. Maybe we are in a rush, maybe we are at the end of the sprint, maybe a client wants us to report everything, no matter are we able to replicate or not. And then it is more appropriate to say, hey, I found this issue, I did not attempt to reproduce the issue, but this is what happened. It is better for our credibility to say that we cannot reproduce the issue. And it is also important to describe all our attempts to reproduce it. It doesn't mean that, hey, I cannot reproduce it on first, then just forget it. No, we have to try different ways. We have to make different efforts in order to reproduce the issue. Ken Kainer usually says that when he's testing, he tests with 2 machines. So when a bug pops up on one machine, on one computer, then he goes to a second computer and then he tries to reproduce the bug. Why is he doing so? Well, because he has certain situation on the first machine, and in case he's not able to reproduce, he can still call the developer and say, here, I have this machine in this particular state with this particular bug. I was not able to reproduce it on another machine. So another thing that can happen is that the bug appears here and there. We are not sure why, because we don't have enough knowledge and we were not able to reproduce it always. Then just say it reproduces sometimes and explain how come that it reproduces sometimes and what did we do. And at the end, it can happen that we are not able to replicate certain bugs. This doesn't mean we should not report them. Yes, we should report them. We should make an effort to replicate. We should document all our efforts to replicate, and we should note it down in our bug report and say, unable to replicate, but I did all of this in order to try it.